Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Guess what time it is? It's that time of day where you're a day late and an algo short. Oh no! This is yesterday's Algorand news. Hit hashtag Algo News on Twitter. I am at Real Monty Allen. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. Show some love for your favorite crypto nerd. And if you move really fast when I do those transitions, you could like freeze frame and see all the stuff that's on my desktop. Because I don't do anything fancy there. I just hit that old control tab so I can move along quickly here. So let's get it going. So first up, we've got at TWCook39. He hit hashtag Algorand, hashtag Algo News because he was happy about the Alchemon NFT sales, right? And hey, we were just talking about Alchemon. Ibu, I think, actually brought up that group, Algo HQ, on our Algorand Sunday Family Roundtable Twitter space, where we just cover everything Algorand. So you should check in on that because it happens on 12 noon Sundays, I think. There's also one happening afternoon Thursdays. I don't know. We'll have to follow below. So if you follow below in the Algorand Twitterverse, you can find out when those things are, and there's always a lot of useful information. Anyway, so I'm following this rabbit hole, and I think, yeah, that's cool. Alchemon's cool, right? It's like a Pokemon kind of a theme where the characters evolve, and that's all fine and dandy. But what I really like is that people are just straight up like screenshotting NFT Explorer, right? So creators find this tool incredibly useful. So let's go check it out. So here we are in Alchemon's homepage here, right? So they've been verified. If you haven't checked out NFT Explorer, if you're thinking about getting into NFTs, like this is your best friend right here. So you can go here, you can see all of the different collections. So if you hit home, there's a whole collection page here, but I'm landing on Alchemon's here, and you can see everything that he's done, everything that has been, put together in this collection here, and you can see where the floor items are. It's five algos for the floor item. In fact, if I click on this, is it going to? So it'll take me right to that item. Like boom, there we go. It's super fast. If I go back here and I say, okay, well, who's selling? Who else is selling right now? Look how quickly that loads up. So when this first rolled out, it was kind of slow. It was, it was pulling data from RAND and AB2, and it was trying to, consolidate that data. And it was, the scrape process took a little bit. But now it's you just saw that. That's not like digitally like sped up or anything. That's just straight up how fast it is. So it is relatively easy and fast to find out, okay, if I buy one of these, let's go, this slug guy right here. Let's say I don't want to play the game. I want to see if I can sell it. Well, I don't know. Why is this slug selling differently than this 25 Algo, Archicut? Well, that's uncommon, and this one is common. So there's some differences there. You see all the commons are up here at, look, that one's priced out of the market at 12.5, 15. What are you thinking? You're putting this one at 25. That one's never going to sell. But you can tell, okay, maybe 5 is a little on the low end. Let's see what happens. So you could come in here and find some projects, figure out what the base price is, see how many are out there. You can see the whole history of sales. So let's check a popular project here. Let's go to the Ling Lings. Let's go check out the Mafialgo, because this project just came out of nowhere, right? So we'll click on the Mafialgo, and it comes up. And now we see all transactions. So let's search for transactions in the last 24 hours, let's say. Do we have none? I didn't check this out ahead of time. Let's check the last 3 days. Oh, it's not going to work now. Figures. There we go. 7 days. So we had, now he did his online release, came out, and boom. Price shot up after some release information. And look, we got a whole list of what sold when. So August 8th, 9th, we got a whole bunch of items listing. His last one was October 9th. I think I said August. Sorry about that. So last one sold for 750. Ooh, we can even see like, okay, what's going on there? We can open it up and take a look. Okay, that one sold at 2:41 Central Daylight Time. Ooh, man, somebody was up late, or maybe it's not a U.S. resident. Anyway, but the little picture shows up. It's got a lot of cool information. So we had all these in the 300s. And we had one for 750. I don't know if that was a special one. The timing was off on that. Maybe that was a resell. I don't know. So I'm not going to dive into like which wallet it came from right now. But there's a lot of information there. If that's a resale, that's one of the first resales then. So we had a whole bunch sell at 300 and then the first resales at 750. That's pretty strong if that's the case. So you can go check it out. I encourage you to go check it out. NFTexplorer.app. They operate on the kindness of strangers. So tips, donations, NFT Explorer. Now, a lot of creators will go ahead and, give them one NFT, the proceeds of one NFT, that sort of thing. And so I myself am likely to do that when our KryptoNurd NFTs drop. Speaking of which, there was a preview on my Twitter late last night of an NFT project that I have been involved with. We have been working with the Zestbloom team. Nothing firm yet. No drop dates. No, none of that. It's just, hey, we want to work with Zestbloom. There's another partner that we'll be announcing soon, and it's for a good cause. So the proceeds, we're working out the details and how the behind the scenes, the royalty split will work, but the proceeds will go to help the environment. If you look at my Twitter bio, I am an environmentalist. I do all those wacky things. I'm an aggressive recycler, upcycler. I have decided to have an electric vehicle because, I think I should choose my dollars, even though the batteries, the technology is not great. I know it. But I made that decision, and I just got to live with it, right? But I really try to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. That's why I'm a fan of the Algorand system, and the Algorand system is growing. So you like that segue there? There you go. So crypto or Algo Cloud is now out. So Headline Crypto has come out with a couple of projects just kind of out of the blue lately. Algo Pay, which is, has some legs. I think it's some interesting code. Some folks can integrate that. Relatively straightforward. They've got some good ideas here that they've been able to implement relatively quickly, at least from our perspective. I don't know how long they've been working on this stuff behind the scenes. This Algo Cloud seems to be like a spot where you could go and upgrade or list your project in some way, shape, or form. And this might be the system of listing and connecting the ecosystem for all the Algorand projects. Looks like maybe it's something where you go in and you claim it yourself. I don't know what's going to happen there, but it looks like you could list your project there in some way, shape, or form. Algorand governance is also coming. So let's hit a refresh. There were 50,000 governors yesterday. There are 55,000 governors today. And it went from 400 million to 628 million. So that means 5,000 governors just added 228 million algos. So that's a pretty hefty balance of whales. With only 2 days left to go. People are asking me, hey, Monty, like who are these whales that are showing up? Man, I don't know. I can see some of the wallets. We can sort through wallets. It's all open source here. You can see who's there. Hit show all governors, but you can't really sort by who's committed. I suppose you can probably scrape the data and sort through. But the pages just go for pages and pages, right? Because there's 55,000 of us, and you could sort through and you could find out whose wallets are whales, but they're probably just listed on the same sites as that YLDY.info has, right? They list all of the whales and all the information that's out there. A couple of sites out there that list all that. Anyway, so here we also have, what does that impact mean for staking on YLDY? We're not even going to talk about Tiny Man. Liquidity pools, are those going to dry up a little bit? I don't think so. But we also have staking here that might be impacted in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not these ones. I do want to show you, though, that the Opulus APY has jumped up to 34%. So the Opulus APY is now above the YLDY Algo APY of 32.7%. Although the TVL really didn't change that much. There's only 75 days left in this pool. I am currently in this pool, the Opulus pool. So I don't know what that is, continue going to, changing. I don't really know. The overview, though, if we look at the Algo straight up pool, that TVL is still pretty strong. So, where are the rest of this algo coming from? Is it all getting pulled from what used to be staked in YLDY? Doesn't appear to be so, because there wasn't a 250 million, algo differential here. So, I don't know. Well, maybe those whales are just sitting on the sidelines. Maybe they're waiting on when to go to Decipher. Maybe we'll find out at Decipher what's happening then. So if you've missed out so far, you've got Decipher. There are 3 ticket types left. The next live ticket set is set to go live tomorrow. That's October 13th. You could click on the Decipher event. It takes you here, and you can see the speakers. And there's some really cool speakers lined up here. So we've got the normal, Arrington's here. Tim Draper is here. We got Sean's here. David Garcia from Borderless. We've got Sean Lee is speaking. Silvio himself. Massimo, we've seen a lot of him over the years. Seb is going to speak. We've also got Scaramucci. The Mooch is set to speak. Cryptotown Mayor Chris Swanner from Reach is set to speak. So we've got some really cool lineups here. And Pablo is going to speak as well. So a very diverse, rounded, a set of speakers. So some folks who are very PR centric, some people who are very tech centric, some people who are social centric, some people who are, art centric. So we've got a well designed, outline here. And if you go to the Eventbrite where you can actually buy the tickets, it'll give you a little bit of, details here. Make sure to book ahead of time. Make sure your travel plans are squared away. Make sure if travel requires COVID testing, I think these days, make sure you plan ahead of time for that. Make sure that you've got some backups, because I just saw Southwest Airlines just canceled 300 flights or something crazy. So make sure that you're not cutting it too close. You're not arriving Monday morning at 8 a.m. expecting to go right from the airport. If I were you, I would try to arrive on Sunday at some point in time, and maybe stay till Wednesday. All right, so that's it for me. KryptoNurd out. I'll see you at Decipher.